YouTube, Reginald Castle is here.
There can only be one winner.
Okay, let's not do that, but today we have the Shark Attack Numbers Appear event, which as you can see, Shark will be available on October 30th at 5 AM UK time, which is always Konami kinda yikes me because it's way too early, but maybe we'll try and stay up and do a video then and see what his new cars and skills are. I really don't want to do a leak video beforehand on them if they do end up leaking out, especially the skills, because those are the ones that are way more interesting than the actual cards. So basic event is kind of similar to normal. You collect items, you go and duel them at the gate, there's some special duels that come along, and he's a very, very easy farm if you have one of Duel Links' most infamous farm decks. So first of all, his rewards, we know we're going to be getting him on the 30th, and he's bringing Shark Drake via the skill Monarch of the Deep Sea number 32. So Shark Drake is going to be a log planner skill for a very short amount of time, I believe. It is listed as obtainable in the game files, and I think it's being bulked with the Tin Goldfish and Xyz Reborn from a couple of weeks ago, so the next main box should be Shark Drake as the cover card or in that box in some form. So a very cool card. Can attack twice in the battle phase, can make an opponent's monsters lose 1000 and bring it back when he destroys it. A very versatile card, requires 3 level 4, so it is kind of tough to summon, but it should be a fun time to play around with, and you'll need one copy of it, so go into the box once, you'll get it. If not, play it by the skill. And also, we're getting, of course, some really cool sleeves and playmats. These actually look quite nice. We have Leviathan Dragon, which we knew about before. A pretty decent generic rank 3, gains 500. If it has no materials, it can't attack directly, which is obviously kind of bad for OTK, but not too bad. It's not unplayable. And we're getting shark stickers as well, which again can special itself out to the field, so making that Leviathan Dragon very, very easy. Now we're also getting a bunch of reprints. Yeah, these ones, I believe this is a Mako card, and so might Water Hazard be. Like, these have been in the game fast for a while now, and they didn't really need reprinting. Like, it's kind of reminds me of the Taya situation where she got a bunch of new cards. The old Taya had, I think it was. So this is kind of my main gripe with character events now, and especially with like Axel's roaming event. We got 2 new cards this one. We got 2 new cards for that one. And I think with Dark Dimensions Yugi, we got 2 new cards that weren't even Yugi related. For Teo, we got 3 new cards first time round, but it is interesting because I know there's going to be some cards in the next box that could have been via Event Rewards that would have made the event a lot better, like Aero Shark, a bunch of other generic shark cards that could have been in there that won't be. So it's interesting, but sure, he's not a bad character by any means. We're also getting, of course, the good old EX Jewels, which will be giving us a prismatic upgrade to Leviathan Dragon, which is pretty nice. If this wasn't here, that'd be really disappointing, but cool, we're going to be getting at least 1 copy in prismatic through X deck, which is really nice. Again, all these things here are reprints, and yeah, just it's okay. At the gate, he has nothing else really aside from that. Like, yeah, there's nothing else here apart from just generic vanillas. So, how do we farm our boy Shark Castle? And you do that with the good old, you're gonna laugh, not laugh, but you should have this already, Yubel. And if you don't, I'd really recommend doing it, because Yubel is by far the easiest, the most consistent farm deck for multiple events, and as you can see, it's pretty bog standard. Triple Ultimate Nightmare, 1 Terran Incarnate because it's going to be the main card you're going to use in the deck, 2 Yubels because she is searchable via the skill, so you don't really need her. 3 Sangan, this can be any card that can search out cards from your deck, which is obviously really nice. We have Yaksha, which can again search, but also can pop your Yubel in hand when it's destroyed, which is great. And we have the little Nepthes engine to pop Yubel in the hand, and then obviously get Terran Incarnate on the field. And then you just kind of sit on the field until your last turn, until you go into the play of playing your Exile the Wicked to blow up your Terran Incarnate. Then you summon your Montage Dragon using your 3 monsters in hand. Ideally, this would be 2 Terran Incarnates and 1 normal Yubel, that'll be the ones you have in hand, to make an over 10k damage Montage Dragon. Then you give it to your opponent with your Shien Spy, attack in with your bell, and that gives you 10k damage. I believe it works out to 7,700 points of things. If you want to use a dual booster, you can. Unfortunately, this deck doesn't do 8k, which it did do 8k in the past with multiple other events, but this one it seems not to, which is a bit disappointing. Even, like, he even goes out of his way to burn you, to make you lower than him, so it's a bit of a shame, but that's kind of the gist of where we're at right now. With shark farming, of course, there are probably plenty other decks, but this one is by far the most optimal, and aside from the Sandgans, is pretty much free to play. If you bought the structure deck, you're going to get most of these cards. If not, they're in a box, and they're all easy to get. So if you're new to Duel Links, you might want to try grinding out the bell cards because they are going to be very worthwhile. Anyway, enjoy the replay of this farm if you want to kind of see how you do it. Might not be the most optimal replay, but you kind of get the gist that there's no real way you can go wrong with this farm. So yeah, I'll be back in 2 days' time for the finale of the unlock event. You know, actually unlocking him, seeing what he's like. And today we will have a very interesting league video. I'll put it that way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next Duel Links video. See you then.